Hello, I'm Brian Rose, the founder of Biohackers United, and recently I was at the A4M convention over in Las Vegas, and on my way back going through the airport, when I got to the TSA checkpoint, I saw that there was a sign that actually said that you could now ask for a pat-down search instead of going through the full body scanner. So I just said, hey, I like to do the pat down search instead, and I walked through the scanner briefly and stepped over to the side, and a gentleman came over. He was wearing some rubber gloves, and he basically just patted down my entire body from head to toe, and it took about maybe 1 to 2 minutes, if that, and it was relatively harmless. Went on and boarded the plane. But it just got me to think, what's the science and technology into these full body scanners, and how much radiation is it emitting? So I wanted to put together a video and just let people know they have an option other than walking through and doing the full body scanner, what the exposure is and exactly what they're doing with the images that are generated. So let's take a look. So the TSA full body scanner, the TSA scanner utilizes X-ray ionizing radiation to create a 3D image of your entire body. This scan reveals the most intimate details of your body, including your genitals and any scars. What's shocking is the images are stored on a remote computer, and it's being reviewed by complete strangers. We don't know how long they're storing these images, nor do we know if they're sharing any of these images that are generated to other departments or any outside companies. So back in 2010, a law student down in Miami, his name is Jonathan Corbett, he sued the TSA because the TSA implemented a policy that you couldn't opt out of the full body scanner. And he said, wait a minute, that option needs to be eliminated. That's unlawful. People deserve a right to opt out of these full body scanners. And he took them to court. I have to say, thank you. You know, he had the guts to sue the TSA, and he got the policy changed. So after the court case, the TSA now allows people to choose a pat-down search instead of the full body scanner. But as of today, it estimates that about 2% of travelers even opt for the pat-down search. And in 2023, airlines recorded that there's about 862 million people that fly commercially, and most of them walk through the full body scanners, and they don't even realize that there's a sign off to the side that says, if you'd like, ask for a pat-down search. So let's take a look at the actual images that are generated. So they use a radio frequency to generate a full body, completely naked image of you when you go through the scanner. As you can see in the image itself, you can see the outline of the muscles, the bones, the lower part of the body. If somebody had any scars or anything on their body, it would actually show up. I had to cut off the lower half of this section of the image because it would actually show the genitals. This is shocking because as of right now, anybody who is 13 years or older has to go through the full body scanner unless they choose, or at least if they know, they could ask for a pat-down search. This is shocking, especially if you're a parent. The TSA is doing full body visual images of your teenagers that are completely naked. Let alone if you're watching this video and it's you. Post in the comments if you even realized that they were doing a full body naked image of you when you were passing through the scanner itself. And they're not even doing long-term studies on the radiation that is being emitted on the surface area as far as the disruption in your microbiome on your skin, or whether or not it could lead to melanoma if you're going through like the TSA checkpoints on a monthly or regular basis. My point is, there's no research or long-term studies into the full body scanner itself. So here's an actual video of a guy coming back from vacation and opted in for the full body scanner, so you can or the full body pat down suit, so you can check it out to see for yourself. As you can see, it's relatively non-invasive. The guys are wearing gloves. But it just takes a couple minutes. And so I truly hope that helps. If you get a chance, just tell your friends and family that from now on, they can get to the airport maybe just a few minutes early, and they can opt for a pat down search. If you don't mind the fact that you're walking through and you're being exposed to radiation, that's one thing. But they're storing a naked image of you on their computers. That's something I would absolutely not let them do. So like I said, share this with anybody you know, with your friends, family. Just let them know. As of right now, only 2% of the travelers that are flying commercially are opting in for the pat down search. And hopefully, if more people can opt in for a pat down search, we can get those goddamn full body scanners out of the airport and reduce the amount of radiation that is being exposed to the public. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe. In the next video, we'll be looking at the radiation that you're exposed to when you're flying at about 35,000 feet. Things you can do to boost your microbiome both before and after the flight, along with some other, let's say, biohacks or ways to boost your body's biology. As far as just being aware of the radiation exposure that passes through the airplane when you're flying commercially at 35,000 feet, and things that you can do. So thanks again, and I'll see you next time.